Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so if you've ever paused mid-sentence, totally frozen, wondering whether to write AFFECT or EFFECT, look, you are absolutely not alone. It's literally one of the most common grammar hurdles out there. But today, we're going to permanently fix that for you. We're going to master the difference using a fun animated story. So let's dive right in.
To kick things off, let's set the scene. Picture a school sports match, but suddenly the rain just starts pouring down. That rain is actively changing the game, right? And because of that, a big result card pops up on the field that says delay. So the rain affected the match, and the effect was a delay. As we look at this whole cause and result machine in action, I want you to ask yourself something. Which of those two words is actually performing the action?
Section 1, the cause and result machine. All right, here's the golden rule, the secret to the whole thing. Affect starts with the letter A, and that means it is an action. It's a verb. It is an active force that is doing something or changing something. Just picture that A in effect as a bunch of dynamic action arrows moving around. When something is moving, doing, or actively changing a situation, you need that A word. A equals action, which means A equals effect. Simple as that. Now, on the flip side, what actually comes out of our machine? Well, effect starts with an E, meaning it is the end result. It's usually a noun. Think of the E in effect popping out of the machine as this heavy, solid result box. It's a physical thing. It's what happened after all that action took place. So E equals end result, and E equals effect. Seriously, if you just keep those two visual tricks in your mind, you're golden. Moving on to Section 2, action versus end result. Let's see this in practice. Imagine one of our students is trying to work in a super loud classroom. They take the word affected and feed it into the machine. Why that word? Well, because the noise is an active force, right? It's actively messing with their concentration. It is an action. So we've got to use the A verb affected with its active moving arrows. And then, inside the machine, you can see this whole domino chain reaction happening. The gears are turning, the dominoes fall over, and boom, the machine spits out the noun affect. This is the serious end result of all that noisy action. Their concentration is totally gone. That's the solid end result box sitting right there on the floor. The effect was serious.
Section 3, fixing common mistakes. Okay, watch what happens when our student gets a little mischievous and tries to force the noun affect into a sentence about a new school rule. A massive red X pops up. The machine totally rejects it. But why? Well, a new rule is going to perform an action on the students, right? It's going to actively change their daily routine. And for an action, we desperately need that A verb. So the new rule will affect students is the one that gets the green check mark.
But our student tries again, stubbornly trying to jam the A word into a brand new sentence. The affect was clear. And there's that red X again. Think about it. The word clear is describing a thing, an outcome. It's describing an end result. That means our E noun, effect, is the actual green check winner here. The effect was clear. You can even see their classmate giving a thumbs up as that solid E box locks perfectly into place.
Section 4, test your grammar knowledge.
All right, it is quiz time. Question 1. The medicine had a strong blank. Now, I want you to really think about whether the medicine is doing an active verb action right here in this specific blank, or if we're talking about its final end result as a noun. Take a few seconds to lock in your answer. And the correct answer zooms in. It is effect with an E, the noun, because the strong end result of that medicine drops out of the machine as a solid box. You're describing the outcome of taking the medicine, not the action itself. Okay, let's try the next one. Weather can blank travel. Ask yourself, is the weather acting as an action that's changing something in the sentence, or is it an end result? Think about it for a sec. Boom, it is affect, the verb with an A. The weather is an active arrow altering your travel plans. It is actively doing something to your schedule. Huge congrats if you nailed that one. All right, for our final challenge, one of our students messed up the tiles again. The sentence says, the effect of practice is clear. Look closely at it and figure out which word should actually take its place to fix a sentence. Go ahead, take a guess. Yep, we swap in the E word because the clear end result of all your hard practicing is always the effect. It is the noun, the final solid outcome of all your hard work. So let's bring it all together with this cheat sheet. A equals action, so effect is your verb. E equals end result, so effect is your noun. Think back to that rainy sports match we saw at the very beginning. The rain actively affected the field, and the end effect was a delay. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to think about this. Now that you have this mental machine up and running, how is it going to positively affect your own writing going forward? Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.